Hello, hello, hello. We are here to talk about HUD, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and their latest announcement about their $10.3 billion grant program for housing and community development activities across the entire United States. So, we're here to talk about what does that mean for you, for us, as small business owners, right? To be able to have access to some of these dollars to fulfill some of the missions that I know many of us have. Welcome. This is She Boss Talk. I am Shantae R. Roddy. So happy to have you here today. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to comment. Let us know who you are, where you're hailing from, and what your business is. Let us know if you are ready to get money for your business, if you're ready to get some of this HUD grant money. So many of you all know I did a previous video on the $10 billion state small business credit initiative. If you missed that video, go check that out. Be sure to subscribe, right? Hit that love button, that like button, and tag any entrepreneurs and business owners you think that could benefit from this information that we are providing today. You will see my screen. I'm sharing my screen. If you can't read all the information, please don't worry about it. As long as you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth, then you will be just fine. Please do take notes. This video will always be available so you can come back for the replay. All of the reference materials and links to click on are in the description of this video. And then I will also drop the information in the comments of this video as well. Give me just a second. I just want to make sure that all the technology is working. So let me know out there that you can see me and hear me clearly, because I definitely want to make sure you all get all the information that you need. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen here. So what I said, explain is that the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development has already announced this $10.3 billion grant program that is going towards housing and development activities across the U.S. So funding will enable housing, development, and other activities to meet the needs of families and communities. Okay. So they base this on a fiscal year of 2022 formula grants to communities across the U.S., ranging from housing and development to public housing modernization to economic opportunities for people with low to moderate incomes. Okay. And so further, it says this funding is an investment in our communities, provides important services to some of our most vulnerable residents. This is said by the HUD Secretary, Marsha L. Fudge. Okay. Who is a leader also here in Northeast Ohio, where I reside. Like, our local partners will be able to use these resources to boost housing supply, expand economic opportunities, and lift up American families. So I will also be dropping a YouTube video that I watched the other day with an interview. She was being interviewed, Marsha L. Fudge, the HUD secretary, and she provided a lot of great information that will help you understand the importance of HUD, the function of HUD, and what they are doing to help communities and help provide housing across the United States. That is important for you as a business owner, or you as a nonprofit organization trying to fulfill your mission in the community, because many of my peers contact me all the time about, this is what I'm doing. Just this morning, a nonprofit contacted me that is providing housing, transitional housing for women. Maybe you providing transitional housing for ex-felons or homeless people, or children or seniors, whatever the case may be. This is something that you really want to pay attention to and get connected in your local area, because these grants are given to the states. Okay, these grants are given to the states. When you click on the link, you will there and scroll down, read the information. You will see a link. It will tell you all the grant awardees. It's similar to the state small business credit initiative. And when you go to the Excel spreadsheet, you should see your state on the list and all of the counties and cities that are included that have received grants. Not only that, you get to see how much they got. Okay, so then you can you can take the necessary action. So I'll get to that in a minute and how this is really beneficial for you as a small business owner. But I want to get through all what the grants are supposed to do. So then you look at your business and what you're trying to accomplish in your own community and see how you can get involved to get some of these dollars, right? Because these organizations partner with other organizations and other small businesses in the community. They don't do all the work themselves. Okay? So they're going to be looking for you to show up to be able to give some of these dollars to fulfill their mission to better their communities. Okay? And so you can see it says here that FY 2020 CPD Formula Grant Program, 63 billion in allocations to eligible grantees across the following grant programs for all states. So before you start contacting me, I just told you again, all states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. insular area. So it says click here for a complete list of formula grant recipients. That is where you can see the grants for your particular state and locality. So it may be a grant for the county and the city, or just the county, or just the city. It just depends on your particular area. Now, they go on to allocate money for community block grants. Okay, this is known as the CDBG. These are not new. Okay, most all localities that I know of have community development block grants. Okay, so these are just an expansion. That means that federal dollars are being given to further expand, right, or extend these programs so that they can get more done. So the Community Development Block Grant Program provides annual grants on a formula basis to who or what? States, cities, and counties to develop viable urban communities by providing decent housing and suitable living environments, and by expanding economic opportunities principally for low and moderate income persons. So where and who do you need to be connected to? I keep saying this, that you need to be getting connected at your state. If you haven't done that yet, you need to do it. If you have not connected with the leaders in your county, you need to get connected with the leaders in your county. If you have not connected with the leaders in your city, start getting connected to those leaders in your city. Get connected to the community development centers or economic development centers. Every community has them across the United States. And if you want to get in on some of these things and make an impact in your community, you have to get connected. You have to know what's going on. You have to use your voice and your power because they're looking for you, right? They want your input because small businesses are so vital to our communities and the economic growth within our communities. I mean, just the other day, our new mayor was meeting with small business owners to talk about issues that are impacting the community and issues that are impacting the small business owners. So that is our opportunity to let them know what we need these types of funds to be utilized for. This is on top of the COVID-19 resource funds that many of these counties and states have already received. Okay, so the next one, so that's the Community Block Grant Program. Again, you heard me say it provides annual. So this is not a one-time thing. Annual is every year on a formula basis. Next is the Home Investment Partnership, which is referred to as HOME. This provides $1.5 billion. And this Home Investment Partnership Program provides funding to states and localities that communities use, often in partnership with who? Local nonprofit groups. So if you're a nonprofit, can you let me know in the comments if you know a nonprofit? Can you tag them in here? Because in the comments, because I've just heard from so many nonprofits that's trying to really do that. They're on a mission. They want to make an impact, and for some reason they're struggling to find out where the opportunities are. The opportunities are right there in your local communities. They are looking to partner with you. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Is your business ready? Is your nonprofit ready? And are you connected? Have you contacted them? Are you connected with the leaders in your community, so that when they do get this money, they already know you. They know you. They know the impact that you're making in the community, and you are the first one that they look to partner with, to give some of this $1.5 billion to fund a wide range of activities, including building, buying, and or rehabilitating affordable housing for rent or ownership, or providing direct rental assistance to low income people. This is the money. This is part of the money that you can have for your for-profit or nonprofit businesses, and that will go to further help the community. So let me go on, okay, to break down even more money of what this is going towards. Housing Trust Fund, known as HTF, is $738 million in Housing Trust Fund, provides funding to produce affordable housing units for households with extremely low incomes. We already know that there's like a housing crisis. Like the rents, I always hear people talking about how high rents are, and the challenge with getting housing, right? So and paying rents, and that they want you to be making 3 times what you pay in rent, and the rents are just sky high, and so there's not enough low to moderate income housing opportunities. So they know they need to build more, make more available for the community. So this is an opportunity again for you to get in on here. Now I will tell you, I mean, how many of you know of Queen Latifah? I mean, if you don't know about Queen Latifah, I don't know where you've been, okay? But I was watching an interview with her. She recently won an award, but I was watching her interview, and I had heard about some of the work that she had been doing, and it takes time. That's why I tell you all, you expecting stuff to happen overnight, but it's like, what are you doing? It's a process, right? But you have to be all in, and you have to just, if it's something that you want, you believe in, you're on a mission for, you will keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. But she's been working on a housing development projects in her old neighborhood. I believe it's New Jersey, but don't quote me on that. If somebody knows where it is, let me know in the comments. But she is building affordable housing in her neighborhood where she grew up, right? So she's going back there. She has a whole team of people making housing affordable. Decent housing, nice housing where you can't tell the difference if the resident it has $1 million, or if the person is low income. You cannot tell the difference, and there shouldn't be a difference. Okay, so that's something that she's working on, and many of my peers are doing similar things as that. So the next pot of money in this $10.3 billion is going for housing opportunities for persons with HIV/AIDS. Now, this is known as the HOPWA. This is $405 million that is available. So, housing opportunities for persons with AIDS grants provides rental housing assistance and supportive services for persons living with HIV/AIDS and their families. So, are you one of those? I know I have actually several peers that this is their area. This is their mission, to help individuals that have HIV/AIDS, and provide them either with housing, or they provide them with supportive services. If that is you, this is your opportunity. Okay, so community development organizations don't do this. They help develop the community. So they determine what are the needs of the community and who do we have here within the communities that can help us build up the community, help meet these particular needs. All of these needs that I'm going through, they don't do it themselves, they partner with other people, other organizations, and other companies to get the jobs done. And now they have more money to do it, which means this is more money that you could be getting to your business to help them fulfill their mission. They also have emergency solution grants. This is referred to as ESG. This is 290 million. So these are emergency solution grants. They provide funds for the homeless shelters, assist in the operation of local shelters, and fund related social service and homeless prevention programs. Where are my organizations, social entrepreneurs, and nonprofits that focus on reducing and eliminating homelessness? Your focus is providing homeless shelter or homes for the homeless. I mean, I cannot tell you how many calls I have received from my peers that are doing the same thing. And they're like, okay, well, I need housing. I need funding to do it. Here you go. This is your opportunity in your community, right? So they already rolled out these programs. Grants are already being given. Now they need to determine how they're going to implement it. You need to be at the table having the discussions with them about the funds and about where this money is going to go, and then being there to be able to get some of those dollars for to fulfill that mission. So the CDBG, this is the Recovery Housing Program, has $25 million. And this is the Recovery Housing Program allows states and the District of Columbia to provide stable transitional housing for individuals in recovery from a substance abuse disorder. So you see these different categories. All of these are related to housing and community development. And I'm telling you, every single one of these areas, I have a small business owner or a nonprofit leader this is their focus. And they're allocating specific dollars to these different categories, right? So substance abuse, they want to help people that suffer or recovering from substance abuse disorders. And then they have the CDBG CV 3 reallocations, which is $3 million. Now, this is coronavirus reallocation funds activities to prevent, prepare, and respond to the coronavirus. Okay, so that's where some of these funds are going to, and then you can see this is the official release, and so you can see even more information below and more links to click on. So it says the FY 2020 Capital Funds Program, 3.2 billion for 2,813 public housing agencies for development, financing, and modernization of public housing developments, and for the management of improvements. I mean, I have so many peers that contract with housing authorities across the United States in varying capacities, including cleaning, maintenance, and repairs of public housing units. And these are very lucrative contracts. I mean, so this is just shows you that these things this is real. This is possible. Business owners are doing this, contracted across the United States with housing authorities to improve the housing authorities. So maybe you have a landscaping company, a painting company, a construction company. Maybe you have a repair and maintenance company, and those are the services that you provide. They contract for all of these types of services, even social service work. I mean, the opportunities are just endless. So it's as simple as Googling your housing authority, finding out who they are, what they do, what they have going on. Go visit it, knowing where they're located, what types of projects that they have forthcoming. All of this information is public information on housing authorities. And then the one of the last ones is the FY 2020 Indian Housing Block Grant. This formula allocation is for 775 million to 594 eligible tribes under the IHBG formula program to provide funding for affordable housing activities on Indian reservations, in Indian communities, and in Alaska native villages. Eligible activities include housing development, assistance to housing development under Indian housing program, housing services to eligible families and individuals, crime prevention and safety, and model activities that provide creative approaches to solving affordable housing problems. How many times have I said this in the last video, that there are literally billions of dollars. This is just one of the programs. Okay, billions of dollars in grant funding being given out to solve problems. There are major world problems that governments or people or companies want to solve, and they are giving away tons of money for you all to go and find a solution. Or if you have the solution, they're going to give you money to bring it forth, right? They're giving you money to research solutions to problems. I mean, the money is bonkers. Okay, there's so much money out here. I mean, I can't talk about it enough. But too many times, underrepresented groups don't know about these things because nobody is telling you. I'm telling you, I'm showing you that the money is out there, and they want to give it to you, right? But you have to be ready, and you have to be connected. You have to know where to go. You have to know about these programs. It's hard to do anything if you don't know about these programs. So I've now given you the knowledge, made you aware, and it is now upon you to take action. Okay? So now that I went through all of the information on the grant program, now I'm going to focus on, again, more of what that means for you and how you get access to these dollars as a small business owner. Okay, so number one is when it says housing and community, right? Economic development is huge. That has a lot to do with small businesses. So you can expect that in some of the communities, again, it's up to them how they disperse the money and what they decide to do with it. That's when you have to step up and use your voice and your power and let them know, look, you're a small business in the community. Let them know what you're doing. And that you would like to have part of that money. But they will be giving out grants to small businesses. That's part of the economic development piece. But if you want it, you have to make it known that you want it. But not just that you want it, what are you going to do with it to make an impact on the community where you live? That is being served in the county or in your city or locality. That you really have to know that and be able to communicate that. They will say what the dollars are for, and you have to be ready to get them. The other piece of it is the contracts. I can't talk about contracts enough. If you're on here and you have a contract, whether it's with the federal government, state government, county government, city government, or a corporate, right? Corporate contract, please let us know in the comments. Please let our viewers know how beneficial it is, how lucrative these contracts are. I mean, these are high dollar, high value contracts. Many times they are multi-year contracts, just depending, right? Because a lot, especially when you're talking about the government funding, is based on how much funding is available, right? But sometimes you can go in there, it's based on a certain set of funding, and you're just so great, right? This is an annual program. So then you're great at what you do. They offer you a 2-year contract, 3-year contract, 4-year contract, 5-year contract to continue to do the work that they know needs to be done, right? So it is upon you to show up and provide the quality work, to be a professional, right? And you need to be ready to bid. First of all, you need to be ready to bid on these contracts, meaning you have your business in order, you're organized. You may have to have funds. So we talked about, having lines of credit ready and available, because when you're bidding on contracts, they're not paying your cost to bid on a contract. They're not paying your cost to set up equipment and things like that. But what they may do is give you a grant to do the work, or they give you contract, which is very lucrative. I mean, you're talking about 6-figure, 7-figure contracts to go in and work and provide these services and or products to these governments, state, county, and city governments that are available. So again, we want to make sure that we are ready to take advantage of these opportunities that are available. So contract opportunities, you heard me say partnership. Partnership is huge right now when it comes to grants. Grantors want to see that people, organizations, colleges, and the like are working together, because they know what we know, and our motto is that we're better together. And if you can demonstrate that you can work well with other people, and that you can collaborate with other people to get things done, they're more likely to give you some of the funds. So they want to partner with us to get access to these grant opportunities. That's why I say take the time now to get your business prepared if it's not prepared already. Go get certified. Get your business certified as a certified small business. And now you can only be certified as a for-profit business. Now, there may be other, getting set up as a vendor and different things like that for nonprofits, but for certifications, small business certification, minority certifications, and the like, women certifications, those are for for-profit businesses. But look, if you fit in that category, the time is now to go get your certifications, and they are done at multiple different levels. You have to decide where you want to do business, right? What do you want to do business? Do you want to do business with your city, right? In your local area with your local government? Do you want to do county level work, or both? Do you want to do state level work, county level work, and city level work? You have to determine what your goals are, right? But the money is there. The money continues to be put out. I mean, and I'm not even talking about the the Federal Energy Department agency that just announced that they have billions more dollars for small businesses in the energy sector. I mean, there's all types of grants that are non-COVID related that are available to small businesses. But again, you have to be aware and you have to be prepared. Like, I'm just super excited because I know so many of you all have been asking for this. How do I get money for a building, for housing? This is it. This is the one. This is your opportunity. Go get connected in your local area and stay connected. So we are the ones that can help initiate change. And when you have a seat at the table and they're evaluating, okay, we're planning for the next few years, right? That's what they do all the time, right? They're planning. So we need to have a seat at the table and be letting them know that, hey, this is where we would like to see some of these dollars allocated. This is what we feel will best help the small businesses that are in the community, or help the small businesses better help the community. We have to continuously let them know that. We have to continuously advocate on behalf of ourselves. But if we never show up at the table, how do we expect them to know what we want if we never show up to city council meetings? If we never take the opportunity to meet with our mayor, if we never go to a chamber meeting, then when the chamber is there to be our advocate and to support us as small business owners, if we never show up, how do we expect for them to make us a priority. We have to continuously show up and let them know what is most important to us and what we think is important as far as helping the community. But I'm excited. So that's it. That's it. Go click the link. Go look at the spreadsheet. I know here in Ohio, Cuyahoga County was awarded $3 million, and the city of Cleveland was awarded 21. So you see the difference. So it just depends. This time around, right? The city of Cleveland gets more, right? Then the county is oversees the city, right? But the city is actually getting many more dollars than the county, but still the county is getting 3 million. And if just go to your county site. I said visit your county site, the business, or go to there's always an area for contracting or doing business with the city or doing business with the county. And some of these contracts that they have, they may say, well, they may have like a streamlined, super expedited process to get access to a contract if it's below a certain threshold. So say, for instance, it's $50,000 or $25,000. You get to waive all of the more complicated process and go after the 25,000 or the $50,000 contract, and then that's your lead into more contracts, bigger contracts. Right? You could go down and have a meeting. They have meetings on these types of things as well. Start asking questions, asking questions, finding out what's going on. Stop relying on them. They're not doing heavy campaigns and commercials and things like that. That costs money. But what we can do is we can be proactive. We're on the computer a lot, I'm sure, right? You can be proactive and go to your county website and your local area website or your mayor's website. They have a whole bunch of numbers that tell you what departments are what and how to contact who. Then you contact the people you need to contact and see what they have going on. Every level of government has a business center, business agency, business department, business lead that can tell you what is happening for small business, and they can put you in the right direction. But I mean, it's amazing opportunities available. Again, so it's just so important. There is really no one else out here sharing this information. So what I just ask of you all, if you want to make a big impact on a small business owner's life and their business, businesses are still challenged. Businesses are still trying to grow in their business. Businesses are still trying to pivot. Businesses still need and are looking for these opportunities and don't know where to find them. So I'm asking you to please share. Please tag somebody you know. If you know they've been talking about this is their missions work to do this and get access to funds like this, then tag them in this video. Right? Tag them in this video. So I have a lot to get done today. My niece's prom is today. So I'm excited. I got to get ready for that. Got a lot of stuff going on, but I just wanted to bring you all this information. This is such good information. So please go back. I know all of you are busy, but our videos they're on replay. You can access them any time of day. Any time of day, you can access our videos. It's valuable information that will give you the steps. So I give you everything that I have, then is really up to you to take the next step and take the necessary actions. But please make sure let's all get our businesses in order. Go back to the basics. I may be doing a go back to basics boot camp because I think it's so necessary. We start business, we miss steps, but then we fail to go back and reassess and say, okay, I got this far, but now I'm stuck because I missed some steps. So now I can't access these opportunities because I didn't get my business set up properly. And take the time. It's okay if you need to take a pause for a month and go back and reassess and go get set up, go get registered, go get your bank accounts, whatever you need to do so that you don't continue to miss out on these opportunities. Go do it. Go do it. And if you need help, we have resources. If you need consultation, the links are in the description. Book a consult. Spots are limited, but it's there. Book at your convenience. But let's get it done. Let's commit to ourselves. Let's commit to our businesses. Let's commit to the process. Know that you got this, but you got to do the work. We have to do the work. But the money is out here. They want to give it to us, and I'm ready to go get it. So if you're ready to go get it, let me know. Let's go get it. Let's make it happen. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact. You all have a wonderful day. Let's get this money.